At this time, I'd like to present before Mayor Pro Tem and Council. I'm rendering my resignation as mayor of the city of Jonesboro.
Just hours after Jonesboro Mayor announced her resignation, she changed her mind and says that she won't step down after all. Mayor Donya Sartor has been mayor of Jonesboro for the last 2 years. She said she was stepping down amid disputes with the city council, but then reversed that decision just hours later. Fox 5's Tyler Finger live for us in Jonesboro tonight. Tyler, what's going on here?
Yeah, Tom, good evening to you. Jonesboro's mayor announced her decision to resign yesterday during a city council meeting here at City Hall, and then just a matter of hours later sent out a note to all the media outlets saying that she was going to keep her job. But now some city council members want to make that decision stick.
I am so grateful for the opportunity to have been elected as the 16th mayor of the city of Jonesboro.
You can call it the Jonesboro City Hall confusion, and it's all centered around Mayor Donya Sartor. She made a tearful resignation announcement Thursday afternoon, but hours later she said her April 19th resignation has been rescinded.
I've changed my mind and will not offer a resignation as mayor.
Mayor Sartor explained her decision during a news conference Friday morning, not at Jonesboro City Hall, but more than 20 miles north in Atlanta's Ansley Park neighborhood.
I cannot in my heart let down the citizens, the thousands of citizens who are dependent on me to fulfill and complete my office as mayor of the city of Jonesboro.
Mayor Sartor's change of course has thrown the city into chaos as some city council members try to find some way to make her public resignation permanent. Councilman Don Dixon says they may take legal action.
You've made your decision, stick with it and go. If that wasn't what you were going to do, you shouldn't have said anything.
The city has been in the process of finding a firm to perform an audit on the city's finances and the charge cards used by employees and elected officials. Mayor Sartor said she planned to resign in mid-April to see the audit through and be cleared of any wrongdoing. It's no secret there's issues between the mayor and city council. The Fox 5i team unpacked that tension following a contentious meeting last year. Mayor Sartor says the abrupt resignation came under duress by several of her colleagues. She says she believes she has the right to rescind her resignation based off a 1960s Georgia Attorney General opinion, which indicates that public officials can withdraw a resignation before it's accepted, unless it was effective immediately.
I just hope we get all of this worked out and get back to running the city.
And all of this comes amid a number of other resignations in the city. The council does plan to meet on Monday to take up her resignation that she says is now no longer on the table. We're live in Jonesboro tonight. Tyler Finger, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, just a bizarre sequence of events that unfolded just last night. Tyler, thanks for the latest.
Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Woo! You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. You know what we're about to do. I want you to think about these two numbers, 233. And the other number is 169. Now, there is a 64-point spread between those two numbers. And the reason I want to bring those numbers up is because that is the number. 222 is how many votes Mayor Donya Sartor got in Jonesboro, Georgia, against her opponent, which was her name was Pat Sabo Hand. And she got 169 votes. So there were 64 people that really swung this vote one way or another. If 64 people had not voted for Donya Sartor, but rather voted for Pat Sabo Hand, we'd have a different mayor down there. And I really hope that we're going to look at a quick update on that mayor that resigned, but then like 24 hours later, she unresigned. And now the city council wants her to stick with the resignation. They just had a big city council meeting the other night, and there's lots of support. It's really crazy. But I really want to point out something, just hopefully we'll all remember. Each one of our votes counts. I mean, there's literally a 64-point spread between Donya Sartor and Pat Sabo Hand. Now, I'm not saying I don't know all the ins and outs of what's going on in Jonesboro. It seems like they've had like just some clash of personality far more than anything else. But let's go to the point. The point is these people elected this woman for whatever reason. and she's in place. She was under scrutiny because they wanted to do an audit of her spending. And she said, oh, well, fine. I quit. And then I changed my mind. I don't quit. But I just want to lay that out there in front of you. 64 votes. This is 64 people. Let's say 70 people for quick math. 70 people swung this vote one way or another. So when your next election comes up, whether even if it's a little small election, maybe, a city councilman or chief dog catcher, whatever, your vote could very well change the tide. Just something to think about. I want you to consider that. Let's go ahead and bring this in and let's talk about it.
Here we go.
Meantime, it is not often you see a city council meeting packed into the overflow room, but it happened in Jonesboro last night. It was their first meeting since the mayor resigned and unresigned, and there's still a lot of uncertainty in the air.
A little bit of drama there. Okay. Atlanta News First Sarah Hammond live from Jonesboro City Center. So, Sarah, one in particular says that he is going to hold the mayor to her original resignation announcement.
That's right. Councilman Don Dixon says because no one objected during her initial announcement, he says that resignation should stand. But the mayor says she is not going anywhere.
1 week after Jonesboro's mayor announced her resignation, then changed her mind hours later, dozens of her supporters showed up to a city council meeting asking her to stay on the job.
You saw the support of people coming out wanting to make sure I stay in this position. So I'm extremely appreciative of that opportunity. So it was just the opportunity of the community coming out saying this is what we want.
Initially, Mayor Donya Sartor said she announced her resignation in front of council under duress after council members requested an audit of city finances. And she said she wanted to fully cooperate with that investigation. But Sartor says state law allows the mayor to withdraw her resignation since council never voted to accept it. But that's a fact that Councilman Don Dixon disagrees with. He contends that because no one objected either, her resignation should stand.
We're going to have to wait and see what's going to go on. She said April the 19th. We're going to see.
But she's withdrawn the resignation.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, no, it's good.
And Sartor said the outpouring of support is what ultimately led her to change her mind, and she intends to still be in office past April 19th, the date she initially gave as her last day on the job, despite council members' protests.
You all probably want to bring your cameras back on April 19th then. I would film that.
Oh my gosh, they're still doing this.
And more than a dozen people took to the podium last night during the public comment section, some showing their support for the mayor, others asking the elected officials to put aside their differences and work together. Live from the Jonesboro City Center, I'm Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.
That's all it takes is just a few votes completely shook this whole thing. Now, I'm not saying she's a bad mayor. I do think there's definitely some reasons for that personality clash. So I'm not saying that I'm not saying that she's at fault. I'm not saying that the city council is without error. All I'm saying is 64 votes, 70 votes for easy math, swung this anyway. So again, when your next election, make sure you get out there and vote. Make sure you get out there and let your voice be heard. We'll be paying attention to this as well and keep you all posted on it. I'm pretty sure they're going to probably go to court and there's going to probably be a bunch of shenanigans. Was it April 19th? So that's coming up soon. We'll see how it goes and I'll keep you posted. If you don't mind, if you like this social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective, let me know down in the comments. Let me know that you like what we're doing over here. Hit that like button and of course, subscribe. I appreciate it. That way you can get the notification next time I do a video. So until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Take care.